under a mainly sunny sky. Clear conditions continue tonight. Temperatures will drop into the 20s. Wednesday, clouds build during the day with highs near 60. Rain chances return Wednesday night and Thursday morning. We dry out Friday but track more rain chances by the weekend.
And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Still no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Looking at your traffic flow maps, no big backups or slowdowns. That's all good news. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. At McKinnon Nissan, you can get a 2024 Nissan Titan. 0% financing for up to 60 months. That's worth the drive. McKinnon Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Tuesday. Today is Giving Tuesday, where Americans are asked to give, keep, and donate to their favorite charity. It's a national movement that focuses on groups that work in and impact local communities. It's a largely online campaign that uses the power of social media to encourage people to contribute as much as they can in one day to their favorite charity. Donations on Giving Tuesday in 2022 and 23 reached $3.1 billion. The city of Montgomery is having a Christmas party tonight. The annual Christmas on the Riverfront starts tonight at 6 at Riverfront Park. Santa will be there, and the city is bringing in real snow and, of course, light the city Christmas tree. 1 week left in college football before the playoffs. The SEC championship this weekend. Texas and Georgia rematch in Atlanta. The next to last college football playoff rankings will be released tonight on ESPN. Alabama still clinging to a chance to make the playoffs. That's your news on this Tuesday.
Have you been injured in a car wreck? Don't let the insurance companies bully you. Call me, Johnny Adams.
No representation is made. The quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
I'm Ed Horrell, author of The Kindness Revolution. My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, I sent a text message letting them know how much we enjoyed being with them. That same day, we received a handwritten note, which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner, along with an article we had discussed. That note and that effort means a lot to me, and it should. The fact they had taken the time to write and deliver a heartfelt note sure made my little text message something different. In today's high-tech, low-touch world, how refreshing it is to get a thoughtful, handwritten note once in a while. It's enough to inspire me. I'm ordering stationery and getting in the handwritten note business today, and I hope I can make someone's world a little kinder. To learn more, check us out at thekindnessrevolution.net.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
You don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito.
He had a reaction to cockroach allergens.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
While on your way to work tomorrow morning, join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. For there's one more day, one more. We're on top of the ground. The ground's not on top of us. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time to rise and shine. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Our daily bread today is simply entitled, God Knows Me. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalms 139, 1 through 10. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, good morning. It is December the 3rd, 2024. It is a day that has never been, and it is also a day that once it is gone, it will never, ever be again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and once it's done, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things that you do this day. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that we do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, December the 3rd, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, the charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can. Because somewhere along the way, in our life journey, somebody did the same for us. A shoulder to lean on, a hand to carry us through, a hug to give us a better day. You can do no less. Benjamin Elijah said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live your life. You'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever give up. Because winners don't quit. And quitters will never win. And no matter what this day brings, whatever trials or tribulation, remember this. It is a stupendous, it is a great, it is a magnificent day to be alive. Good morning to you. Time to rise and shine.
I tried and tried again, lost weight, gained it back.
From Stepbound, things change.
With all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. Let's pray. Loving Father, thank you for always being with us, seeing us, and knowing us completely, even when we feel lonely or forgotten. Hold us fast in your loving embrace. Guide us with your hand and help us find comfort and security in the truth of your constant presence. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Joyce Dinkins, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread.
Time to rise and shine, people. Time to get up. Little PT, never heard it. You got to work off some of that turkey. Come on now. Time to rise and shine. And earn my pay. Let's go to work. Let's get it going. Let's get it moving. Come on. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Hard work. I'm earning my pay. Hard work. That's what they say. Hard work. Hard work. On the airplane. In the early morning rain. Hard work. That's what they say. Hard work. Let me hear. Hard work. Turn it up. Hard work. Hard work. Sit them on down. Hard work. The engines are on. Hard work. The mission is go. Hard work. That's what they say. Hard work. I earn my pay. Hard work to earn my pay. And now, let us pay homage to the armed forces of these United States of America. For over 247 years, We have been a free country, at least mostly anyway. But that freedom is not free. It is guarded by young men and women of many, many, many generations. And this year, 2024, is no exception. We still have young men and women out there wearing our uniforms, going to distant lands, sitting on the fence to make sure that that freedom stays intact. Whether it's the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and our newer brothers, the Space Force. Well, we pay homage to them this morning, like we do every morning. And let's give a little shout out to our local heroes, Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Department, Montgomery Sheriff Department. I leave anybody out? And the ambulance drivers, oh yeah. And who else? Police, sheriff. And good morning to the leaders of this great city. The mayor, Mr. Stephen Reed, along with our council members, and the chairman of that, which is Mr. Doug Singleton. But more importantly, to all of you that has taken the opportunity to invite me into your homes for years, we are most appreciative. Good morning to you. Let's not forget Space Force. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but that was kind of hard to pronounce. So they changed it, shortened it, still means the same thing, Semper Fi. Always, not sometimes, not every once in a while, not on weekdays only, but always faithful. Hoorah, Marines, hoorah. Time to get up, jarheads. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and Space Force, and the United States Marines. Oh, yeah. Good morning, and good morning again. What a day it is. A little chilly outside this morning, but nothing that you cannot handle. It's an interesting morning. Whew, I tell you what, it's hard, but it's fair sometimes. It's hard, but it's fair. What else is going on? Okay. Well, I will tell you something. You know, I used to do this when I first did the 3 hours. I used to tell you the history of the day and things that have happened on this day. I decided to bring that back for a while because it was actually kind of interesting. But how's everybody else out there doing this morning? I am doing excellent. I woke up on top of the ground, and the ground wasn't on top of me. It is 7:27 in the morning. Again, it is December the 3rd. It is the 337th day of this year. And believe it or not, there are only 28 days left in this year. Where does the time go? I mean, really, we can make atom bombs, we can defeat our enemies. The one thing we cannot do anything about, nothing, absolutely, have no absolute control over it, none whatsoever, and that is time. There's no machine, there's no technology that can stop it. It's like an old man river. It just goes on down the road, and and nobody can stop it. It is inevitable that time keeps going, even if into infinity, it's still time. So the lesson of life today is this: don't be quick to judge harshly, because if God judged us harshly, how would our day look today? So be careful of people you get angry at and things of that nature. Forgive and forget. Well, you may not forget, but you certainly have to forgive. And there's a word of the day. It is ossify. 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 It means to become very hard and refuse change. And the one thing that is certainly inevitable, it cannot be stopped, and that is change. Change always comes. Our job is to deal with it. Okay? Now, again, there's no student of the week this week because they didn't. Last week was holiday, so I don't have anything to report to you on the student of the week. But be rest assured that hopefully next week there will be one. Okay. Again, it is the December the 3rd. It is the 337th day of the year. It was on this day that thousands of people died after a cloud of methyl, and I don't know how I cannot pronounce this word, isocyanate gas escaped from a pesticide plant operated by Union Carbide in Bhopal, India. It's also on this day that in 1818, Illinois was admitted as the 21st state. In 1828, Andrew Jackson was elected president of the United States by the Electoral College. So it's not the first time the Electoral College was used recently to win a race. 1947, the Tennessee Williams play Streetcar Named Desire opened in Broadway. 1964, on this day, police arrested some 800 students at the University of California at Berkeley, one day after students stormed the administration building and staged a massive sit-in. On this day in 1965, the Beatles' sixth studio album, Rubber Soul, was released in the United Kingdom. It was released in the U.S. by Capitol Records 3 days later. I've never really been a Beatles fan. They're all right, though. 1967, a surgical team in Cape Town, South Africa, led by Dr. Christian Barnard, performed a first human heart transplant on Louis Wakaski, who lived 18 days with the donor organ, which came from Denise Darval, a 25-year-old bank clerk who had died in a traffic accident. The year was 1979. 11 people were killed in a crush of fans at Cincinnati's Riverfront Coliseum, where the rock group The Who was performing. Let's see, on that day, I was 1970, I was down in Fort Benning, Georgia, trying to figure out how to jump out of airplanes, and they were crushing people. 1991, radicals in Lebanon released American hostage Alan Steen, who'd been a captive for nearly 5 years. The year was 1992. The first telephone text message, believe it or not, seems like ages ago, doesn't it? The text message was sent by British engineer Neil Papworth, who transmitted the greeting "Merry Christmas" from his work computer in Newbury, Berkshire, to a Vodafone executive Richard Jarvis mobile phone. In 2012, St. James Palace announced Britain's Prince William and his wife Kate were expecting their first child. Prince George was born the following July. It was also on this day in 2015, Defense Secretary Ash Carter ordered the armed services to open all military jobs to women, removing the final barriers that kept women from dying. That's what I said. Serving in combat, including the most dangerous and grueling commando posts. The court's still out on that one. In 2017, the second U.S. drugstore chain, CVS, announced that it was buying Aetna, their third largest health insurer, in order to push much deeper into customer care. On 2018, on this day, after a 2-year chase, the NASA spacecraft Osiris-Rex arrived at the ancient asteroid Bennu, I don't know how they give these things names, but they do. Some 76 million miles from Earth. The craft would go on to collect gravel samples. Then it returned to Earth in September 2023. I am amazed at how they do that. I mean, I didn't think our signal would go there. I mean, sometimes we got a hard time making our cell phones call somebody up the street. How they still talk to a thing up there 76 million miles away? I don't know how you do that. But then again, that's why I'm not an astrophysicist, because it does take a certain amount of brain power to understand these things. In 2020, Facebook said it would start removing false claims about COVID-19 vaccine. In 2021, a prosecutor filed involuntary manslaughter charges against the parents of a teen accused of killing 4 students at the Michigan high school, saying that they failed to intervene on the day of the tragedy despite being confronted with a drawing and chilling message, "Blood everywhere," that was found at the boy's desk. And birthday is up today. Singer J.P. Morgan is 92. Rock singer Ozzy Osbourne is 75. And Mickey Thomas is 74. Actor Holly Marie Combs is 50. Actor Lisa Lapira is 44. And Jake T. Austin, of course, is 29. Now, personally, I don't know who any of those people are, but they are certainly somebody. So, we'll take a break, and we'll be back. Uno momento.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Cold start to our Tuesday gives way to a chilly afternoon. Temperatures will top out in the upper 40s to low 50s with a north breeze around 5 to 10 miles per hour, all under a mainly sunny sky. Clear conditions continue tonight. Temperatures will drop into the 20s. Wednesday, clouds build during the day with highs near 60. Rain chances return Wednesday night into Thursday morning. We dry out Friday, but track more rain chances by the weekend.
And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. Only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible products only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to terms.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Nice and quiet this Tuesday morning. No major problems or accidents. Checking out your traffic flow map. No big backups or slowdowns that would send you on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Spring 2025 registration. It's now open at Trenham State Community College. You can study computer information systems, robotics, engineering technologies, and more. Go to trenhamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
I'm Johnny Adams. I represent people injured in car wrecks at no fault of their own. Call me, Johnny Adams, 500-5000.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services provided is greater than the quality of legal services provided by other lawyers.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
You on?
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Sam, put your
Is
shoes
she here?
on. We're headed to the
Huh?
doctor
Is she
in
here?
10 minutes.
No,
Okay,
but
hey, am I
Rick
going to get a shot?
wants to see you.
Yes, it's time for you to
Whenever
get
you're
vaccines.
on, come to his.
We have to
Okay.
make sure all your vaccines are up to date before you start back to school. You know, I have to provide a record for the day and year you got the vaccine to the school. Okay, but Mom, how many more years do I have to get these shots? At least until college. Alabama law requires children of all ages to be up to date on their immunizations before attending school. Every child needs to be vaccinated against polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, also known as whooping cough, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the state.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. I told you guys yesterday about the Gladiator movie. You might want to go check that movie. I can't tell you what happens in it because it was really, it's a great movie. It's called Gladiator 2. It's got Denzel Washington in it. Denzel has an interesting part in this movie. You might want to go see that. Can't tell you about it because if I tell you about it, then you won't want to go see it, or you might want to go see it and just go see it. Okay. Again, I want to congratulate the Alabama State football team. They won the Turkey Classic. It's called Turkey Day Classic. That's good. Okay, we appreciate that. And everybody's still complaining about the Biden pardoning his son. We all would do. Okay. Again, unless it was murder. I couldn't let my child get away with that one. But listen, you take somebody's life, you pay the price with yours. Not in the death penalty, but which I don't. So I don't subscribe to. Although I will admit you, there are some people who've done such things that make you want to subscribe to it. But it's not our call to who lives or dies. We try to think. I think that's under the province of God, whether or not you live or die, and it's not for us to do it. But people do it. We in America, we do it anyway. Okay. Anyway, other than that, let's see what else. So everybody is upset, still talking about it. He lied. Well, here's a question: how many of us who have kids, if they made a mistake, if giving the opportunity to help them rectify that mistake or forgive them of that mistake or doing something, would not do it? That's right. Every father out there, unless you just don't like your kids. Now, if you don't like your kids, or you don't know them, you just heard they were yours, then I can kind of understand your sentiment. But somebody who you held and changed diapers with and watched them cry and watch them, grow up, of course you pardon them. Okay, I mean, so we act like we're all surprised. I'm not. I mean, that's what any human being would do. Oh, good morning. Who's this? Hello. Yes. Pretty good. Yeah. Mm. I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, that's because he said he wasn't going to do it, but I knew he was going to do it. I mean, I would do it too. So, yeah. Yeah, change your mind. Yeah, change your mind. Yeah. Well, I mean, I Forgiving is what we're supposed to do. It may hurt, but it is what we're supposed to do. I think they've paid enough. I think they paid enough. They're not terrorists. Well, they went to jail. I mean, a lot of them went to jail. Okay, and maybe they should have spent a couple. Not as long as they gave them for this, but I think they listen there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, and I think they just got out of hand. Things just got out of hand. Okay then. Okay. Appreciate it. All right. Good morning. Who's this? I heard. I appreciate it. Everybody can use a pardon every once in a while. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. And it was already high. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Well, tell me what live free. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to live free if you live in a place where your neighborhoods are under attack. Hmm. Yep. Yep. I it, well, it's a hard conversation to have in this country right now, but we better have a hard conversation about this, or we don't know where the end's going to be. So I don't know. Right. It does. It doesn't make much sense. If they've gone into Chicago and shown us what they have accomplished, and then maybe we could glimpse at their plan, but they can't even do that. So I don't know why the mayor. Yeah. All right. You too. Yeah. I don't know why we want to get involved with them folks, but hey, that's the way it is. But my pay grade. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah. I think I found out. I think I found out there are a couple of things. Yes, used to be. Yeah, well, you got to know how to make the decision. Yeah, I did watch it. Yeah, yeah, I did watch it on the TV. Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm always pleased to see that many people come together and in a celebratory and commemorative kind of way, and not hearkening all back to the past as an albatross, but hearkening back to the past as a show of unity and as a show of forward progress. Mm, right. Mm, mhm. I, I I don't say forget it. I never say forget, but if we cannot use that history to move ourselves forward, then what is then what is the possible effects of remembering it if we cannot stand upon it and see places that we've never seen? But if we set it all the time, that's the only problem I have about living in the South. Of course we want to remember, and if it had not been for those people, the Harriet Tubmans, the Medgar Evers, and all these people, I wouldn't be sitting here. There's no doubt about it. Somebody put their life, their liberty on the line to make sure this happened. I think though it's our job not to hold on so tight to the past, but to use that past as a ladder to take us higher and forward. And sometimes, like I just heard the guy right now, in some of our neighborhoods in America, hell, we worse off now than we were when the KKK were coming through the streets. So what do we do with that history? Oh yeah, well, yeah, right, right, right. Okay, appreciate it. Of course, living a little while, I realize that everybody. I mean, it's a nice thing to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps unless you don't have any boots, and I understand that. Good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Okay. All righty then. It's 2 minutes to the top of the hour, just in case anybody wants to know. It's interesting. I've never um, said forget the past, but I've said we can't live back there. One thing's inevitable, like time. It is change. Change is inevitable. Our journey and our goal is to understand the change. 7:56 in the morning. Good morning. All right. Get it. Again, it just seems again we got our beautiful little than me paid a heavy price for the economically, educationally, culturally. It was a high price paid, and sometimes it seems that we have forgotten that price. Uh, but we remember the payment, and we remember those who paid. But somehow, with that thing called time, it seems that our memories begin to fade, and we begin to sometimes even turn on another, uh, as if we are to deal with where we are. Somebody said, it's not what happens to you, not what happens to you in this life that matters, but it does matter how you handle it. So I think we got a way to go, but I think we are hopefully somehow going to make it through. Anyway, it's 7:58 in the morning. We'll be back, hopefully, in a little bit. But have a minute.
FA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Shelled out $13.3 billion on Cyber Monday. That's up 7.3% from last year. Peak hours for orders between 8 and 10 p.m. Are you feeling crowded out? CBS's Jim Priscilla says a lot of us are.
With the hustle and bustle of the holidays upon us, 56% of Americans say time alone is vital to their every health. That's according to a survey from Real Health Information. 46% said they don't get the no time reviews during their health.
Happy Hickory was up front. Here's the CBS News.
Creative, progressive, peace to progress that provides reasons to be very better. That empowers those life their lives too. Learn more at peacetoprogress.com. Right now, it is the perfect time for you to reframe how you think yourself today. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join the meta share and save even more than usual.
Communicator is joining us and it's saving about 500 bucks per month, which is game changer for people. Obviously, much more. Initially, numbers like it. And the honest, the satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And Medicare recruiting thing for over 30 years. The Christian community, hundreds of thousands of people. And here's the thing, you join before December 15th. You mention a promo code SHARE and waive your application fee and save even more right off the bat. I think the number here to check out this call and get price on the team. So again, the deadline is December 15th to call. Now the city is in my business. 877-2650. It's 877-2650. 877-2650. Huge companies has helped to increase the deficit of companies. And now, not because you put name, image, and likeness out there to design and launch, right up is the sneaker. GT Hustle 3 in Baby Blue and Lavender to the studio for back in Minnesota hometown in Sewell, Connecticut. And the text number is to say, we need to create. That's a message you get from your dad that you bring to you pick them up for book club? Please. Because in Ireland in 1985, and helped the story of the father of the local businessman who discovered the truth about a local convent that were not good ones. CBMC.
He's the voice of the consumer. On 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
I know it's been 3 days. Yeah, listen, you know what the deal is. Hey, you ready for a perfect example of somebody I'm liberal? Yeah, sure. It's just it's a group that came up with, we believe that all liberals do not have to take. We are, to be clear, we are not manufacturing. No, we get they in their virtue signaling. Yeah. Ignorance. Yeah. Or delusional. But and we believe that's because of wrong. Yeah. But this is a thing. This would have been 2 minutes ago. I was going to tell you this story. This is an example of something we did that. Every American, except he must always brainwash people that want to be out of the campus today. He is going to leave off. You can find different people who try to live in a band. Just do what. Just do what he's been trying to do. name and say people like me are friends. That's because you know, listen, you don't have to defend it. You don't have to defend it. You don't have to come on your foot. You can say, this is wrong. Because everybody knows it's wrong. Are you not at the line? Do you consider him a bully before the election all year and are you going to be elected? Are you fine with the line? You made a decision to the fact and decided this is the right thing from him and from his family. And I see that same sentiment with somebody else. Okay, let's continue. Joe Biden, William John, how many medical states voted on both of these people telling people this will not happen? It's I mean, you can play it all game. It's a lie, and it's a lie to benefit everything and all they're doing. And everybody who went on TV and said, "Oh, it's not good, it's not good, it's not good," he's doing every week instead of going in every show. If he's not here, that you can go for so you get off the food and episode today, where they're going, you can avoid the press and they're down. You can go through all of this photographs, and everybody else is people that it's people so again.